is to actually look at it and actually see if you can find patterns. Now, if you're just collecting the data, everything's coming in, you're just devouring information, but you're not organizing it, then there's not a lot you can do. I mean, you might spot a few things here and there and be able to rectify specific situations, but you won't gather the overall trends. You won't be able to understand where things are going. You won't be able to project. Now, from a financial perspective, you probably are, doing some sort of projections, or, you're trying to understand where the clinic's going in terms of money. But, are you doing it in terms of any other performance indicators? Cancellation rates, clinical effectiveness, reasons for cancellation, reasons for no-shows, reasons for people dropping out of the booking system, all sorts of stuff like that. By the sounds of those responses, perhaps not. And it's not as hard as it sounds to actually get together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a couple of examples that I've taken straight from Medesk itself. So these are all things you can do in Medesk very easily. These are literally just screenshots I took from different usages of the platform. So first thing is, how are patients currently finding you? So the only way you can really understand how to promote yourself online is by looking at how people are currently finding you. Of course, you can explore new opportunities, but it still points back to this kind of table where you're looking at whether people ended up going through that channel to find you. Now, the reason I've gone straight into this rather than looking how to build things from scratch is because the vast majority of you already have a clinic or have already been in practice for long enough that you've got some sort of patient list to be working with. So it makes no sense to start from the absolute beginning in this particular class. So what we've essentially done here is we're looking at all the different channels that you've been promoting yourself on, whether that's referral network, whether that's word of mouth, whatever it might be. Could be social media, anything like that. Pretty much anything where a patient might find out about you in the first place. And what we're doing is we're looking at how many people are coming in over time in each channel. And then we're looking at how many appointments that led to and how much money actually came in. So this is not a fantastic example. It's actually taken from our demo clinic. So there's only one demo patient that we're using mostly. But the point is that in the appointment counts, you can see that there are, a good amount of private referrals coming in, whereas the NHS constitutes, in this case, about 5% of the total. And you can see straight away how much money is coming in through each channel and what's the average amount per month. So you can see straight away which channels are actually worth it and which ones you should probably capitalize on. Now, as I say, these could be specific social media channels. They could be individual referral partners. There's no need to just say private referral. You'll actually want to say who it was. And Medesk does take that into account, of course, as well. And the idea is essentially then you know exactly where to improve, where to cut your losses. And you can often do so by just looking at your acquisition cost, how much it actually costs you to get one patient in through a particular channel, and then divide that by the amount that you actually got in revenue or from that particular scenario. And then you'll end up with a ratio between, it won't necessarily be between 0 and 1, it may be higher. But what you want essentially is to be spending less than you're making, after all the overheads and stuff have been considered. So this is a bit more of an example of how you actually would break it down, just zoomed in a bit, use a different table. And you can essentially see how many people are coming in through each different channel in this particular month. You can see how much you're making on average, and then the total. So it enables you to really understand quite quickly, especially if you're paying for a newspaper advert or you're paying for Facebook ads or something like that, you're going to know what those figures are that you're spending. So it's easy to divide it by how many patients you've got and then look at that compared to the amount that's coming in. It's simple arithmetic at the end of the day. So what I would say is it's never been the case that you've been incapable of doing this stuff. It's just that you didn't have the data in the right way to see those patterns. That's all it is. We release new videos every week. Hit that subscribe button to learn how to grow your practice faster.